I look back over at James, who's still in the same place, staring at the Jenna. Oh my god! Oh my god! I was
These
like,
two
wait,
James.
James! Ah!
Chase turns back and it's James just searching the cupboards like, hey,
Oh my gosh.
I'm the ghost that haunted your boyfriend. He's not my boyfriend.
Boyfriend? What? I look back at Jenna. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Sorry for the late start. I went to type in chat and spilled water into my keyboard and all over my desk. So, I had to clean that up. Hello, everyone. Hello.
Sorry, Marsh has to reboot me for a second there.
Oh my gosh. Welcome.
He spilled water on me and Fedman.exe stopped working.
Oh my god, not Fen, man. Wait, hold up. No, hold up. I have to.
Uh-oh.
I have to look something up.
Okay.
No, Fen. Hold up. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Hold up. I'm double checking something.
Hi everyone. Hope your night's going well.
I wanted to do a gotcha, but I don't think I got a gotcha. Hold up.
Marsh is gonna roll the gotcha.
No! Okay. Well, I was gonna be like, no, Fenrir is a constellation. That's a Mega Man Star Force thing. But no, that's only a constellation in Elder Scrolls. So I'm.
Aww.
Lupus is the fucking wolf constellation. So, damn it! I was gonna be like, aha, got you. I thought it was literally called Fenrir. No, it's a Lupus.
For the first time in my life, I don't feel like my name's overused.
Fenrir is like Norse, right?
Yeah. But like, if you Google it for like a furry creator or like a furry username, it's everywhere.
It is everywhere.
And then I'm like, how do I set up myself apart from every Fenrir in existence on the internet? The answer is you don't.
Well, you're Thai, so. That's how.
There's at least 3 ties with Fenrir in the name. Don't worry about it.
But I think someone with the name Fenrir, I'm thinking like edgy American.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Got into They got into Norse mythology through fucking Marvel.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But welcome in, everybody. How's everyone's Saturday going? I have been eating like shit this Saturday.
No.
I got breakfast pizza, and then I skipped lunch because the breakfast pizza was like way too many calories. But then my roommate brought home pastries from work. So we have just so many pastries, and I was munching on those for a little bit, and now I feel like crap. I need real fucking food.
Yeah.
I want real food, and I can't wait to eat real food. Though I'm not super hungry yet. I bet I'm gonna be hungry by the end of stream. No, no more pastries. Chill day, Darcel Saber? Hell yeah. Same for you, Strange Wolf. Welcome in. Junk food Saturday? No, because I already had junk food yesterday. No, Thursday. I had junk food Thursday. I ate McDonald's on Thursday. So I can't be eating junk food. Especially with my conditions. I guess as long as it's not super greasy and oily, I should be fine, but still. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I
Gotta watch out for those.
You have instant noodle now? Instant noodles. That's so much sodium, Libra. Gosh.
Libra, instant noodle first thing in the morning?
Do they make breakfast instant noodles?
I mean, it could work. Ew.
I swear I've seen instant noodles with like breakfast sausage and egg in it.
I wish you have face cam on me right now, because I just made like the face, just like, huh?
Yeah, don't they? And wasn't it like maple flavored or something? 1 second. Breakfast instant noodles. Let's see. Here it is.
Oh no.
Is it Nissan or Nissan? Nissan cup noodles, breakfast, maple syrup, pancake, sausage, and egg.
Instant noodle, pancake, sausage, and egg.
Here you go. Here you go. In our sausage, you can eat Maggie at any time. What's Maggie?
Maple syrup, pancake, sausage, and egg instant noodle.
Yeah.
Oh, Nishin, you're fucking drunk.
I bet it's awful.
I'm gonna bet it's awful too.
I kind of want to try it though.
For
Where
science,
are you
yes.
getting the? It's like, where are you getting the pancakes? Are you getting the pancakes with the maple syrup flavor? The noodles aren't gonna taste like pancake. The noodles are gonna taste like noodle. And
They
then,
were like, "Oh, it's the same starch. We can make this work."
ugh. I'm seeing this breakfast ramen recipe right here from Food and Wine. Bacon, egg, and cheese make their debut on noodles with this fast and easy, super satisfying breakfast ramen.
I don't trust that description.
Ingredients: canola oil, cut bacon, scallions, low sodium chicken broth, 2 teaspoons soy sauce, package of instant ramen noodles, 1 large egg, 1 American cheese slice? No.
No.
And then chili crisp. This just sounds like a standard ramen recipe that you throw bacon on.
And cheese.
Yeah, and cheese. It doesn't look bad, though. Here.
I mean, okay, like,
Here you go, Fez. This is what it looks like. It doesn't look bad.
the thing is, I've been to Korea before, and they also put like a slice of cheese on top of their ramen, and it tastes fucking phenomenal.
But it's not American cheese, is it?
I'm not sure if it's probably is. I don't know, Marge. For the picture you just sent me, it looks sad though.
It just kind of looks like ramen.
It looks like the bacon's trying to pretend to be chili for a second, and they're like,
see, I thought the
not
bacon was
working.
chili, and I was like, what is that? Is that bacon? Okay, I think that's bacon. I don't know. It could work, but I don't. People need to stop fucking making breakfast stuff out of stuff that isn't breakfast.
Yeah.
So, okay, Fed. When we take you to this fucking diner for breakfast, what are you ordering?
Uh, that's a good question, actually. Do you guys have like a breakfast plate or anything?
It's pancakes, bacon or sausage, and then like some kind of potato, like hash browns or like that kind of stuff. And then like coffee or milk, soda or something for drink.
That sounds wonderful, actually.
It's gonna be huge portions though. That's the thing.
I'm gonna like after eating, I'm gonna have it for lunch and for dinner.
uh oh, so MFF rooms are happening on Monday.
Oh,
Did you
already?
did did you sign up, or since you're staying with someone's house, right?
Yeah, I'm staying with Hero's house.
Okay, because
But,
Hero lives in Chicago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what we were wondering. It was like, oh, they live
Yeah.
in Chicago, so you don't even have to worry about room stuff.
See, I think I'm worrying about room stuff a little bit.
Oh no!
But Hero kind of showed me their place a little bit on Discord, and I think it's working fine. But I think in the living room we'll have like 7 people sleeping in the same
Oh
place.
no!
It's gonna be like frat bros, am I right?
Oh my gosh. A diner near
But
you has a menu like a phone book. See, that's how you know they're good.
eh. I think they mentioned that they were like 15 minutes away from the con place, so I hope that's the case.
Okay, 15 minutes isn't. That's not the worst.
Yeah.
That's definitely not
Do you
the
guys
worst.
do you guys need to drive everywhere over there?
Yes.
Ah.
But Chicago has a metro and buses and stuff. So and there's a train right to Rosemont. The only problem is the train stops at a train station. You're gonna need something to get to the convention center. So
Okay.
but yeah.
I assume that no walking, at least in that weather.
Here's the thing: Rosemont is kind of a car city, from what I've seen. If we were like inside Chicago, you could definitely probably get around easier with the trains and the buses and stuff. But we're in an offshoot city of Chicago, so not like in the city themselves. You're probably gonna need an Uber to get around, or someone to drive you. Welcome in, Astaroth. Oh my gosh, I'm excited, but also terrified because I hope we get a room. And also, I'm worried about money stuff. Money stuff.
Same.
Oh my gosh.
Had like a fucking panic attack on the other night because of money stuff, but now I'm
Same.
okay.
I had checked my bank account the other day, and I got so stressed that the pain from the like my gallbladder stuff, I think started acting up because I got this like intense fucking pain in like right where right where everything was like, it was like this burning pain, and I'm like, and I had to take some of the medicine they gave me to like calm it down. But dear God, that medicine worked. It was like instant.
That pain mess just go boop.
Well, here's the thing, Libra. I only go to one con. I only go to MFF, and that's at the end of the year. So I'm not even going to cons regularly. I want to go more, but it's honestly money. The one con I want to go to is FWA. The only problem is FWA is in March, and that's really close to MFF.
You can't just like sums up another batch of money for a con that close.
Or is it? It's in March, April, somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, Ryan, what did you do?
Uh-oh.
Ryan, I was just DMing you about it. What happened? What happened, Ryan? You have a guaranteed spot? No, I don't.
No.
Ben mentioning staying at Heroes made me check on something? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. What do you mean, mental damage? Uh-oh, okay.
You wanna chew the text over, Ryan?
We do not have a guaranteed spot this year. We are doing the con lottery like everyone else.
Aww. But that... It means you're still going, right? Even though you don't have room? Or...
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. But yeah. MFF is like the one convention I tell myself I can pretty much go, even if it's for a day. Because I live in the same state as MFF, so might as well visit for a day and see everyone.
Okay.
But friends. I know cons are a lot of money, but friends and that, it's just honestly the big thing with cons is the hotel. The hotel and food are like the really big ones. Yeah, MFF has pretty much always been like one of the biggest furry cons. Don't know why. I think maybe just because it's in the middle of the country. So it's just lots of people can get there. I don't know.
I guess. I keep hearing that people flock over to MFF like this is the one con that everyone is here.
Mm-hmm. It's super busy, but I hear FWA, which is like always neck and neck with MFF as like the biggest con, is like one of the better ones. Probably better than MFF. A lot of people that are from out of the country come to America just for FWA. Yeah. Why don't you guys all share one room? A lot of us are sharing a room. But you can only logically fit so many people in one room, Libra. I
was just wondering if you needed my name to sign up for the lottery as well, just to help with the chances and stuff.
Well, the lottery's already happening. I mean, it probably would help us, but I think they closed the lottery.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they're already, I think they're picking results. They're picking results on the 14th.
Oh boy.
So we already have 4 people right now in a room. But yeah. Oh boy, cons. They're coming up fast. And I want to be able to see everyone there. So if anyone's going to MFF, you should come say hi to me or Fen. I want goodies to pass out. I really want goodies to pass out to everyone.
And then I can finally give you the thing I bought from Libra to you.
Oh my god, and I have stuff to give you too. I showed you.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm not sure actually.
I have right here. It's that Mega Man pin.
I don't think I've seen it actually.
I thought. 1 second. Let me check. I thought I sent it to you. It's it's EXE.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Here it is. It's right here. This one. I re-forwarded the image I took to you.
Oops. Oh, I haven't seen this. Oh, this is so cool. Oh my god.
Yeah, I need to somehow get that toast standy. I want to be the person with all of the Where the Demon Lurks merch, because I'm that bitch. I need that toast
Wait,
standy.
was it the standee done by Kusunagi? Because I might have seen it in one of the market event over here, but I didn't catch it.
No!
I didn't buy it.
Ben!
I didn't have money.
Ben! I need it.
Oh yeah, so there's that one.
I need it.
Oops. Mm-hmm.
I wanna have the complete Where the Demon Lurks collection. We need more merch for the Demon Lurks. We do. We
Leave right
need.
here is gonna be like Toby Fox, where you gotta get merch from this place only.
We just need more. We need more. What do you call it? FEN merch in general.
Yeah.
I want more merch and more creative merch. I don't know.
Fair point.
I want to buy stuff for my niche furry visual novels because it makes it activates the otaku weeb in me. Because it's like buying anime merch, but they're furries.
You're just like buying merch from that one anime that everyone doesn't know about it, but every time you show them, they're like, "Whoa!"
That's how it feels.
And then you're so happy that you're the one that made it, like, made the other people discover this one soul anime.
It's like I look at like my like Echo standees and I'm like, yeah, those are the Blorbos from that fucking book I read. Then I have like the Amicus plushie and the fucking Where the Demon Lurks keychains, and I'm like, yeah, the little Blorbos.
Nice. Yeah.
I don't know. I like it. I want. We need like, what other fucking crazy merch can we get? When are we gonna get an actual like figurine?
Oh.
Like, I
That's
mean,
gonna
like
be
a figurine
crazy.
or a statue. Because like anime statues go crazy. If I had money,
Yeah.
I would be an anime statue collector. They go crazy. That's why I collect amiibos, honestly, because they're little statues of the Nintendo characters. Oh my god.
Yeah.
They should just make like amiibo-sized FEN statues.
Oh my god, that'd be so cute.
I wonder if you could like 3D print those.
It's gotta be actual statues though, not like those fucking pop thingy.
No, not pops, but I'm talking like because like amiibos are really small, right? But they're still like statue size. So like I don't know. And that could be a way to like mass produce them without like having them be too big and too expensive.
Yeah.
It's gotta be. The first. I bet like Nekojishi is gonna get one. Like some kind of statue. Yeah. I bet they'd be the first one to get it. I could. I want my 2D furry men in 3D. Oh my gosh.
It's like, I'm pretty sure they can have that happen in production at some point.
I don't know. Fen, you're open up for merch. When is a Fen statue coming? You're gonna pose him with his gun that he never uses?
Oh, he's gonna pose like Persona 3 Pro Tag.
No, that's a gun to the temple. No. Oh my god.
That's like the coolest pose ever.
In Persona, because like they're summoning a Persona. Any other fucking context, that's a cry for help, Fen. Oh no, why am I dropping frames? We're only chatting!
Oh no.
Oh my gosh. Also, Fen, how far out is your food?
Apparently this should be arriving in 5 minutes probably.
Okay, cool. We've been stalling.
I'm so sorry.
Ah!
Oh.
We're stalling. Fen has to get food. And sorry for the stall. It'll probably also be a shorter stream because Fen has another stream after this. But it's been
okay.
It's been a day for both of us. Fen's day is just starting. And I'm here to make it awful by reading Echo to them.
What do you mean? Reading Echo is start of the day is the best.
Fen, we've both been cursed with a blight ever since we started reading Echo together.
Well, that's a different issue.
Fen, we have talked about this. I think this game is just bad for our health. Okay, Fen, here's what we both need to do. We both need to like burn some like sage or something around us.
Yeah.
We need to do some kind of like cleansing because I think Echo is actually cursing us. Like, do you know any of those like witchy curse cleanses? Because I don't. All I know is like rubbing rosemary on you or something. Kabu told me a thing. But I think, yeah, we have both been health nightmares. And it started literally when we started reading Echo.
Yeah. Actually.
Like, as we're reading this, our health is getting worse. That sounds like marinating? Well, I am a snack, so.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Ryan, what you gonna do about this, huh?
What do you mean? What is Ryan gonna do? Nothing.
All right, my McDonald's here. I'll be right back real quick. I'm gonna go get it real quick.
Ryan says I'm playing Dragon Ball. Leave me alone. My My fucking Twitter and TikTok have been nothing but Dragon Ball recently. Oh my gosh. It's just Dragon Ball everywhere.
Was it because of the new show that came out?
Yeah,
or
Sparking.
the new game?
Yeah. Sparking Zero.
Yeah.
I'm just seeing clips of it, and I'm also just seeing memes. That fucking Trunks song. The song that people are playing with Trunks is so fucking funny. I can't say most of it on Twitch or at all because it has the N-word. But they call him the drink. When he was a child, they called him the juice box.
Oh my god. That's wild. Alright, I'll be right back for a second.
I lose my mind every time I see the drink. There's a new show and a new game. There's a 4th entry to a series they haven't updated. That's a 4th entry to a series they haven't updated since 2007. Yeah. Oh my god. There's so much Dragon Ball stuff recently. I've also been seeing, like, people are talking about a plot hole in, Daima. Something about, the Supreme Kai and another guy, how they unfused. Which is different from what they said in Super. So they just have, like, 2 different things. Reasons why they unfused. But yeah. Yeah, who cares? I just see, like, people talking about it. I don't know. People are crazy. It's just... Not Ryan charging their key in chat right now. Oh my gosh. But yeah, lots of Dragon Ball. Did you guys see? Did you guys see the huge fucking, leak? The huge Game Freak leak? Uh-oh, 1 second. Yeah, Game Freak got hacked. And it's... a lot of stuff got leaked. I haven't seen exactly all that got leaked, but I'm seeing stuff about Gen 10, and honestly, that is the least surprising thing. I don't, like... Yeah, of course they're working on Gen 10. Duh. I don't know. But I'm hearing it's like Giga Leak, but for Game Freak. One second. I am... I am trying to, I just realized that the whole time we've had this set up, the chat has been barely visible. And that's bothering me because no one can see chat.
I am back.
Welcome back. I'm being bothered by a thing.
What?
Oh my gosh! Ah!
Uh-oh. I just love that the entire screen just go flashbang for a second.
Okay. And then if so bam. There we go. And then I
Yay.
fuck. Well, this is fine. This is fine. Final Flash! Yes. Anyway. Okay, now you can see chat. All those fucking VODs of Carl's route. I'm sorry you can't see chat or who we're talking to, but now it's been fixed. So, hooray!
Woo!
Okay. Ben's got food. Ben can now eat. We are about an hour into stream, and we haven't read anything. Hooray! Rest in peace, VOD watchers.
And the oop.
Okay. Well, let's jump on over here to at least get started. Okay, there we go. See, now the VTubers are on screen, so there's at least a little bit of, what do you call it?
What's the term for VTuber appearing on screen?
There's stimulation. You can see something moving. You can see me moving. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh yeah.
We should Fen. Oh wait,
Huh?
Mag made this. Gosh dang it. I was gonna say you should get a special PNG tuber for Echo streams.
I mean, I technically probably could.
Throw you. Whose outfit are we throwing you in? I know for all of the Echo promotional materials, I just take off the hoodie. Because I'm like, why the fuck are they wearing the hoodie in Arizona? Leo's for maximum damage? No, we've already done the Chula Fen.
Oh yeah.
Ben, what the fuck was
like...
that? Did you just have a burrito in your hand or something? What was that?
Huh?
I just saw something appear in your PNG tuber's hand. It looked like a burrito.
I didn't do.
What the
Was
fuck?
it the mute icon?
I don't know. It looked white. It was like in between.
I don't have burritos in my hand.
Oh my gosh. Man, you can't be eating outside. You'll attract the coyotes.
What if that's what I wanted to do?
No! No! Fen eaten alive by coyotes. Oh my god. We're gonna throw Fen in fucking Jenna's tank top.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I was about to say, I do have like, I think somebody bought me a undershirt that's pink and it has the word Arizona on top of it. I could probably reach that.
Oh my god.
For my Echo stream.
The pink Arizona Fen? Oh my god. Arizona iced Fen. Only 99 cents.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yo, we have one person saying attracting Cameron, and then another person is saying attracting William. Pick a coyote, will ya? We're missing a coyote, though. You could be attracting, Janice. God.
Ew!
The spectrum of coyotes in Echo.
Ew!
Oh my gosh. What's wrong? You don't like the nice diner waitress Fen?
Nice is a strong word.
Oh my gosh! You're right, it's all Southern hospitality. When she's saying nice stuff to you, she's actually telling you to go to fucking hell.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, we're back. We're back in Carl's house, or so we think. Boz! 7-stream streak. Hell yeah.
I can't believe we're actually back in Carl's house.
Are we, though? Bah.
Please tell me we are.
I mean, there's a TV here, so. Raven, Carl, and I head down the hall toward the stairs. Carl's right. It's like a dream of Carl's house. Carl mentioned that there are a few extra doors, all of which lead into bare hardwood floor rooms. The ground level of the house, though, looks mostly normal. As we make our way through Carl's sort of home, I realize something. Something tells me that I missed again. What did you miss?
You guys see at the trains when we were on the deck? Baby, why? I thought I did. Just kind of weird. Like, what are those trains doing in a world that isn't really real?
Oh, you could easily simulate a train horn. Chase, come on, it's just a sound. Maybe it is real.
Maybe.
I'm not convinced. As we pass through the living room, I can see that it's set up like it always is, and the kitchen looks to be in order as well. As we step outside, I notice that the mansion looks the same for the most part. Not the massive old look it had in my dream. I hop along the curving driveway from Carl's house like I remember in my dream. How Jenna would be able to find the tree on her own is beyond me. The only indication I'd given her was that, as to where it was a glance over the railing of the deck.
Man, it's so fucking close to being real, this place. Yeah.
I don't have much else to add, but he's right. It feels so close to being home. None of it is home. I saw my pace as I turned right at the end of Carl's driveway, practically tugging the ram along. We moved the short distance down the road, and then moved to the edge of the left side of the road. I looked down over the slope, onto the rocky, sagebrush-covered slope. What? Over the side, not slope. Oh my gosh. I was like, why did they say slope twice? That's on me, guys. I'm sorry. And there's Jenna. Somehow, she immediately found it on her own. That old and rickety wooden platform sits under the tree. This tree and platform definitely aren't in the real Echo. There are a few scant memories of a hanging tree in my research. If it was still standing, I'd have gone to film some for my project. The project seems like something I was working on years ago at this point. I carefully start to climb down the slope, clinging to Carl. I'm about to call it to Jenna when I stop cold. As we move to the side, the thick trunk of the tree shifted in my field of view and revealed the noose. Unlike my dream, the noose isn't empty.
Oh,
Hanging
no.
from the noose is a body. From where I'm standing, I can't see exactly what it is. Its back is to us, and all I can make out is a head, hands and feet, and some old-fashioned clothes, overalls and a cotton shirt of some kind. The clothes look worn and old, like they've been sitting out in the elements for years. I stop moving, instead staring at the body. Carl freezes too. I can feel his ragged breathing in my ear.
Jesus.
Carl gasps. I stare at what feels like an entire minute before I find my voice.
And,
She's also facing the body, so I can't see her face, but she's holding up a hand towards me to quiet me before slowly pacing around the platform. It looks like she's moving towards the front, so I steel myself and slowly follow her. I don't want to look at the body as I move. I can't tear my eyes away. Old. Very old. The fur is mostly gone, underneath black and leathery. The face is drooping and sunken, the eyelids closed. It's been out in the sun for a very long time. I don't know how much about corpses, so I don't know how long. I just know it's been a very long. From what I can tell, it's a canine of some kind. A fox? John? For some reason, I look towards Jen to see if she'll let us know who it is. She doesn't. Instead, just staring at the body. Carl tightens his grip around my shoulders. I'm not sure if it's for support against the uneven ground, or the horror in front of us. Raven has chosen not to follow. Instead, he stands back behind the platform, looking away from the body. I swallow hard, trying to keep my nerves under control, trying to look at the situation like it's a simple task.
You guys see anything? A note? Or something?
I try to search the platform and avoid looking up at the body.
There's something in its mouth.
Carl points up at the corpse with a shaking finger. He's right. There's a flash of white in the mouth of the corpse, just barely sticking out from what looks like gnarled teeth.
A piece of paper, maybe?
I'm surprised at how successful I am at keeping my voice calm. I sort of feel a little numb to all of this now. But I think we both realize at the same time what this means. That we're going to have to actually get that piece of paper.
Fuck, man. Why do we have to do this? Why don't they just tell us what they want us to know?
I cling to Carl as much as he's clinging to me, trying to keep him calm.
Listen, I'll get it. It's just a body. No, it's not. Nothing's just as it is in this fucked up place.
Jenna suddenly turns on the two of us, causing both of us to flinch back from her.
Chase, you need to get it. What? Why? You can't even fucking walk. I can crawl. He had the dream. They want him to be the one to get it. He volunteered anyway. That doesn't make sense. It makes perfect sense. Why the hell don't you get it?
Carl has adjusted himself so that he's standing halfway in front of me, protecting.
Because that's what they want. That's bullshit. If you know something, Jenna, then why don't you fucking tell us?
Carl snarling at Jenna now, which is all the more impressive because Rams can't snarl. We can't be doing this right now. Here we are in this fucked up dimension in front of a mummified corpse arguing. Put my hand against Carl's chest.
Listen, I'll get it. This is what they want, and this will help us move forward.
I try not to think about actually going up to the wooden steps to stand in front of that corpse, but I don't really have any other options right now. Carl doesn't loosen his hold on me.
Fuck no. Jenna, you get it, since you seem to know what the fuck is going on.
Carl squeezes me tighter against the chest as he leans in to glare at Jenna. Jenna glares right back, and I can see her lips trembling as she appears to be holding back her own snarl.
Stop it, Carl. Let go. I'm gonna get that paper. No! Chase! Carl? Nothing bad has happened when it comes to getting these stupid pieces of paper. I'll be fine.
Carl looks down at me, his face etched with stubborn resoluteness. It's at least a nice change from the almost dead look that I'd seen earlier. He stares at me hard for a good long while, to the point where I almost blush, until finally.
But I'm coming up with you. I don't think... Shut up, Jenna.
Each word seems to have to work hard to get itself out of Carl's muzzle.
It's okay. Let's go.
Let's go. Oh my gosh. I let Carl hold my hand as we both moved toward the platform over uneven ground. I noticed Raven standing off to the side, still facing away from us. I'd have to check on him later. The wood creaks softly under our feet as we make our way up the steps. I focus on my hopping foot, not wanting to look at the body. Once we reach the top, though, I'm realizing that I'm going to have to. Leaning heavily against Carl for support, I look up. The corpse's eyes are open now. Two yellow, piercing eyes that are sunk deep in the skull stare back at me. You are disgusting. I'm disgusting. You're abhorrent, despicable, horrible. For telling truths? For telling your own truth. Why don't you don't know my story, my truth? Your truth is a delusion. You cruel, filthy son of a bitch. What do you want from me? I want justice. You and your people don't know the meaning of the word. Just let it rest. Let me rest. And you'd leave me restless? Murderer! You may not have killed me physically, but you murdered my life, you fucking... The Otter hears us. So, if he hears us, then it wants him to. Why does it? You think I know? Why does it create these places? Let us do small things, then take it away. It's a game. My life, my reputation, it's a game to it. Ha! A game. Go on. Why don't you tell him your truth? The Otter works with you. I wouldn't help him, even if I could. But you can't, can you? You're but smoke. Good thing, too. You and your fucking lies. I tell him this. Otter, you are stuck here because you cannot see the truth. And until you do, how will he know the truth if you only lie? You are disgusting. I'm 9 or 10 and I'm sitting under a tree in the forest. I don't like the feeling you get when you finish crying. The stuffed up nose and throbbing in my head along with the feeling of just having run 10 miles. Like I've just finished something really hard and now it's over. Then, a creak in the branches above me. I look up to see the fox, hanging from a rope. His dead eyes are on me.
Is this back in the past, right?
Yeah, remember from TJ's route?
Why don't you get your ass up here and dig it yourself then?
Chase told a story about why he doesn't like going into the forest because he saw a dead fox hanging from a tree.
Oh yeah, back when he got traumatized the first time.
Mm-hmm. And that was right after Sydney died.
Is it like right before or right after?
That was after Sydney died because that's why Chase was crying.
Oh, okay. It's a wig! Oh!
Oh no, this is in the present. The flashback was in the past.
I thought it was still stuck in the past. Oops.
Oops. Well.
Chase, I'm sorry. I took the wrong pill this morning. Hey, Chase.
God. A big hand is cradled below my head as I stare at the horns waving above my eyes. Between them hangs the fox.
Hey, you okay? What happened? I don't know. There were eyes?
I stare harder at the fox. The eyes are closed. So, I need to ask you a question.
Eh?
What do you think of the conversation Chase heard after passing out?
I hate to say that in my head, I just hear like, Ghost Mom and Ghost Dad, stop fighting.
I want to hear your takes because it's interesting lore stuff to hear the spirits behind the scenes talking about like, fuck, we're stuck here too.
Oh yeah. Now that you mention it, they were like, I don't know, when they mentioned about like it doesn't want us to do or why does it want this, I'm like, oh, there's a separate entity controlling John and James. I'm like, what the fuck?
It's cool. It's interesting because it's like even the ghost, because like Chase and Carl and Jenna and Raven are all stuck in hell right now. This is basically hell. They're stuck in a game that they're stuck between two ghosts fighting, and they can't escape. But then you hear this, and it's like, oh, the ghosts are also stuck in this fucking game too, and they don't want to be here.
Yeah, like, all this time I thought the ghost was trying to send a message.
Mm-hmm.
But then, okay, so it's not the ghost trying to send a message.
Mm-hmm. It's like, no, we want out of you too, but we can't. The ghosts can't work together because they fucking hate each other.
Oh my god, you're so right.
It's an interesting dynamic to be revealed, I think. I was about to say mommy and daddy are fighting.
The fact that the not phenomenal, paranormal entities are actually also fighting is just like, oh my god, guys, please.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too. But you sort of just fell back. Sorry, I dropped you and I think you hit your head.
That would explain the headache. My head throbs with each heartbeat.
Why didn't you grab the letter, Chase? Are you kidding me?
Elite Werewolf, welcome in. I flinch at Carl's loud voice, then and the spit that flecks my face.
I'm sorry, reading the spit that flecks my face. I just hear Hator. You just pass out and that thing had something to do with it. Like I said, dig it out of the fucking mouth if you want to. Dig what out?
I crane my head painfully to look at Jenna. She stands in the exact same spot, staring stoically. Raven has moved to stand next to her, but now his eyes are wide, staring at the fox. I turn my head back around toward the hanging fox, and that's when I see that the letter is gone.
Where did it go?
I push myself up, cringing as I once again forget about my ankle. Kara hurriedly fusses around me, helping me stand. I keep my eyes on the fox the entire time, but I don't see any signs of life.
What happened? Phil. No, the fox. What happened to the letter? Really? He ate it.
She ate.
They ate. We ate.
It's an 8.8 on the Richter scale. Motherquake.
I also can't help seeing Carl's, but like, do you know that scene where Nishijo and there's like a goat that's just eating Mio's papers?
Oh my god, yeah!
And I just see Carl doing that. And then Che's like, no! And then fucking flips him over.
Things are going good at Elite Werewolf. It has been a bit.
What? How? It just sort of gobbled it up. Oh! I thought Kara was the one who ate the letter.
No! Oh my god.
Okay, it makes more sense now.
Carl's free hand gestures at his mouth.
God.
I lean my forehead against the ram's cheek as I close my eyes. Are we not supposed to read it? Raven's voice is small and quiet, nothing like his usual self, even during the time we've spent here. No one says anything for a while. I clear my throat.
I think I heard John and James while I was out. What did they say? I think John and James, they're influencing some of this, but there's something else controlling all of it?
Oh.
I don't know, but it's stopping them from telling us what they want to say. Like this is a game for it.
I feel Carl shake his head against my head.
So what are we supposed to do? Just figure out the game, I guess? They said something about having to see the truth, but I'm not exactly sure of what that is. But the fox just ate our clue. That might have been one of them. James or John? I don't know. Do we just find another one then?
I don't say anything because that's when I see the hint of white sticking out of the fox's pocket. I point.
What's that? That sticking out of the chest pocket.
Carl moves a little closer, pulling me along tentatively. Raven calls anxiously from behind us. What are you guys doing? Carl's voice gets tighter, more nervous as he reaches out with a shaky hand. I keep my eyes focused on the pocket, not wanting to look into those eyes if they're open again. Carl touches the chest, yanking back his hand once before slowly going in again. His face turns towards mine, cringing as he tries to look and not look at the same time. He fumbles at the pocket for a moment, the fox swing just slightly from the ram's poking fingers. Finally, after what seems like several attorneys, Carl manages to get a grip on the note. Once he does, he yanks his hand back, almost hitting the fox's muzzle as he slides the letter free from the pocket.
Okay, let's go.
Carl gently but quickly guides me down the stairs. Jenna eyes what's in Carl's hand suspiciously.
What's that? A letter or something. Where did you get that? The fox ate it earlier.
Girl, pay attention. Like, keep up. God, we can't keep informing you on these things. This is right in front of you. That's on you.
She's like, I'm sorry, I'm not entirely here. I've been possessed. Have you seen? I saw it sticking out of the pocket. I guess there was another one.
Then it goes quiet, and her expression darkens. I'm about to ask her what's wrong, but Carl's already unfolding the paper, swinging the hand holding it to try and make it unfold. I help him out with my own free hand and hold the letter between us. I notice that the bottom of the paper has a rough tear, like someone has torn it in half. Jenna and Raven move in closer opposite us.
Please let this be the one that gets us back.
It doesn't look like a letter. In fact, it looks like a newspaper clipping. Well, a photocopied one anyway.
Carl, I think this came from your mom's collection of artifacts. I remember some pages were ripped out of the scrapbooks. Really? Yeah, I thought it was you taking them. No.
I wonder how long ago this nightmare actually started. It seems like it had been setting itself up for days before we fell into this place.
Well, guess I'll give it a read. Hopefully this is the one.
I started with the big, bold title.
Echo researcher uncovers town serial killer past. Most might know Trisha Hendricks as the CEO of Hens Ice Cream, but Echo locals will know her to be an avid history buff as well. I just love how it connects all of us, how it shows that everything has happened for a reason. But even she didn't realize what her research would uncover. According to Hendricks, the town's founder, James, had an affair with another man, and both may have been hiding a dark secret. You never know what you'll find out, but to think that James had a homosexual relationship and with an alleged serial killer, well, it's really something. According to Hendricks' research, James may have been in a romantic relationship with a native fox by the name of John Begay. Town records indicate that Begay was accused of committing multiple child murders. Hendricks says the crimes were sexual in nature.
Reach the bottom of the page where the rough tear begins. Clearly there's more to the article, but... Jenna! I'd look up just in time to see a flash of steel before Carl jumps back, pulling me along with him. The knife comes within inches of Carl's face before piercing into the newspaper clipping we were holding with a smack.
What the hell? Jenna?
I'm about to ask what she's doing because I think she's attacking the newspaper for some reason, but her intentions become clear when she moves towards us with the knife. I set on Carl. Do you? Okay. Tense situation. But you know that fucking Chainsaw Man clip, right?
Yeah.
With Kobeni and the knife?
Oh my god.
I know what Don't you lie!
Very tense, very not demure.
That's exactly how I see this.
My god.
Jenna, stop! Raven's power
Raven?
in the background.
Raven bounces it up and down. He's jumping.
Raven bounces up and down, his hands pulling at his ears. Carl moves back as fast as he can while I limp along.
Jenna, what are you doing?
Jenna lunges at us, the knife arcing down from above again. This time, she's too close, and Carl pushes me to the side as he jumps back. I go down on my butt on the rocky ground. Well, Fen, you did say you wanted to attack. That clip was goals. Here's your chance.
I love that this is essentially the ancestor possessing, talking, and stuff. But like in Jenna's voice, like, Piltrid, lying beast, where's my lair? I don't know. What did I do?
Carl stuttering, stumbling eyes wide with terror. I don't know if he's going to defend himself when Jenna gets to him. The muffled scream, I push myself onto my feet and hobble after them. Each step sending electric lances of pain to the back of my brain. I don't have time to dwell on it though, because that's when Jenna reaches Carl. She grabs one of his horns and yanks him close. Carl swinging his fist wildly in her direction. It's a valiant effort, but Carl's not a fighter, and aside from letting out a few grunts, Jenna isn't affected. He raises the knife just as I reach them.
No, stop.
Okay, Fen.
Uh-oh.
Okay, Fen.
This is
Okay,
crucial now that you put
Fen.
on save.
Okay, Fen. What are you gonna do?
We're on the mountains too, right?
We're kind of, I think we're like in a, like, flat area.
Let's go with grab Jenna.
Grabbing Jenna. I need to pull her away from Carl. I reach out, grabbing the fox on the back of her shirt and yanking her as hard as I can. Jenna falls back and unexpectedly turns into me as she does. A deep, penetrating bolt of pain goes into my chest. I gasp like I've just jumped into a pool of ice-cold water. I can't help it. It's like a reflex. And with the gasp, a violent change of light, scenery, and suddenly I'm in darkness. Not complete darkness, though, because the moon shines down on us. The pain in my chest gives a few deep throbs before Jenna yanks the knife out of my chest.
Chase!
Carl screams my name as I go to my knees, both hands pressed to my chest.
Chase! Chase!
I hear Carl stumbling around as Jenna turns back around towards the ram. I look up to Carl, trying to ask for help, tasting blood in my mouth. But Carl isn't looking at me. He's stumbling around, looking everywhere except from where I am, while at the same time trying to dodge Jenna.
Where is he?
I raise a hand trying to show him. Maybe it's too dark. At that moment, Raven, almost invisible in the darkness, tackles Jenna to the ground. Stop it! Stop it! This is crazy! Please, just stop! He pins her easily.
Chase!
I force myself to stand, panicking now. The throbbing in my chest is different. Odd. Something deep inside me has been hit.
Help me.
I stumble towards Carl, but he moves further away from me.
Chase!
He's crying now, but he can't see me. I look behind me, seeing the few lights of Echo, all of the normal buildings under the moonlight. I'm back, but I'm dying. Carl can't see me. I need to get help. I I stumble towards the hill, shakily trying to climb up the incline of rocks and dirt. My shirt is soaked, and it clings to my body like a second skin. Each pulse of my heart sends a wave of warmth over my chest and stomach. If I can just get to Carl's house, I can call someone. Get to the top of the slope, onto the actual road. There's a pop in the distance. A gunshot?
Did you stab him? Raven, there's blood on the knife. Oh my god.
Carl screams to make me want to turn back around. But if I can't get to the house, get a phone, call for help for me and my friends. But everything's getting hazy. My legs are like lead. I can't feel my ankle anymore. My ears are starting to clog up and my breathing slows down. All I can hear is my heartbeat in my ears. My breathing and both are getting weaker. Darkness creeps in on the edge of my vision. Something lays on the road in front of me. My legs give out as I pass it. Slumped onto my knees, I look at it and see a weasel. Duke? I can't tell because most of this face is missing, and there's a little plastic thing stuck in the bloody mess. I don't really care though. Everything feels peaceful for once. Quiet and peaceful. I stare down at my chest, watching as the blood pumps out with each heartbeat, staining all the way down to my knees now. The tunnel gets tighter. I sway. I fall.
No!
Into nothing.
Well, I chose the wrong one, didn't I?
Well, Fen, how was Carl's route?
No! Load that shit back up! I was just trying to protect my man, but apparently I'm the weak one. My logic was like, okay, if I push her, she's gonna come back at the Carl anyway. So might as well grab her to take her away. Oh no, I'm dead.
You got your first death, Fen! Woo! Oh my gosh. I'm so glad you got that. I didn't know which, I forgot which option did which, but I'm so glad you got that. I was like, I hope Fen gets the bad ending. I hope Fen dies on this route. That'd be really funny.
Happens to me when I'm trying to protect men, I guess.
Well, push Jenna.
Carl, watch out!
I yell as loudly as I can before giving the fox the hardest shove I can give. I do it in an angle so she doesn't directly hit Carl. Carl leaps to the side as I slam into her, sending Jenna forward to faceplant into the rocks and dirt. I reach out to Carl just as Raven goes blurring past me. He leaps on the Jenna, pinning her down. Go! Just go! We'll figure something out later! But you need to get away, Carl! Raven's snarling as he tries to keep Jenna pinned down, something that doesn't match his cheerful face at all. Carl stumbles to his feet, then turns and starts jogging away.
Carl, wait! Help me up!
Carl seems to hesitate before finally turning around, leaning over to help pick me up. And with that, we limp away toward the road. I think we're heading toward the mansion again, but Carl turns us toward to the road to the town instead.
Huh.
I'm not a, I don't know.
Sentence.
I don't know grammar. I don't know if that's correct, but it doesn't feel correct to me.
Yeah.
I'm no one to judge though. My writing isn't any better. The growls and snarl get fainter behind us, and I start to worry about what's going to happen to Raven. Hopefully, Jenna just stops once Carl's out of sight. He seems to be the only thing she's interested in right now. Carl breathes raggedly in my ear over the sound of his stumbling. Something clops in my dragging shuffles.
Carl, you want to go back to your house instead?
Carl doesn't respond, and I look over to him to see him looking straight ahead, eyes fixed on nothing.
Carl?
He gives his head a little shake, so I go back to staring at my own feet. My ankle is numb at this point, which I guess is better than the lancing pain I had earlier. We're further down the road now, to the point where I can't hear Jenna or Raven anymore. Going this way might be a good idea, since Jenna will probably end up going back to the mansion. Does she just need time to cool down? Dude, no! She's gone cuckoo!
I don't know, man.
Where are we supposed to go now? I'm starting to realize that what just happened is going to affect everything. How are we even going to be near each other now? Jenna just tried to kill Carl. Jenna. Or John? I feel a sudden burst of anger towards him. Fucking serial killer possessing her? Forcing her to do this shit? Carl's breathing is getting more ragged. Oh! Okay, there we go. I accidentally hit the, outside of the box and hit, a window. Carl's breathing is getting more and more ragged. Looking over at him again, and I look over at him again, and I'm not really surprised to see tracks of tears down his face.
Carl, do you need to sit down for a second? Take a rest?
2 seconds later, Carl stops abruptly next to a small boulder, and I allow myself to be sat down on it. Ram doesn't sit down with me, though. Instead, he starts pacing back and forth in front of me, occasionally wiping his face with his arm.
Carl, sit down. I don't know what to do, Chase. Neither do I. Just sit down for a second, Will. No, I don't know if we'll ever get out of here.
Carl sobs, then goes into a coughing fit.
No, come on. We're doing good. We're at least getting somewhere. Where? This could go on forever. You don't know.
I look up at the Ram, trying to think of something comforting to say.
Chase, I can't do this. I need a second.
Carl turns and starts walking further down the road.
Carl, wait. We shouldn't be splitting up. Hang on.
I stand unsteadily, leaning over to rest a hand on the rock as I watch Carl continue his trek down the road toward the town.
Just wait. I need a moment. I'll be back. Carl!
I feel myself start to panic as I stumble after him. I realize that not only am I afraid for Carl, for what might happen to him if he runs into this fake world, but I'm also afraid of being alone here without Carl. I hobble after him, but I realize immediately that I am not going to catch up. I watch him get further and further away down the middle of the road. I wheeze, clutching my chest as I try to keep up, sides of my vision starting to turn white. Not sure what it is. Panic, my breathlessness, or the world itself. The whiteness seems to pulse with the faint sobs of the Ram in front of me. Slowly, white takes over, and I'm in a fog.
No, not Silent Hill.
Welcome to Silent Hill, Fen!
Oh my god, it's snowing in Silent Hill.
There's a distant rhythmic pounding that sounds like a gong. Where have I heard it before? Oh, ad break. Let's take a little break. We have a minute and 20 seconds, Fen. Okay, this is actually a good place to take a break, though. It's a very good place to take a break.
It's like
we're
a perfect spot, actually.
We are about to. I think we are on. We were at our climbing action, and now we're at our descending action, I believe.
Okay.
So.
Now I can dip my chicken nuggets.
You got chicken nuggets for breakfast, Fen?
What?
Yours perfectly good McDonald's breakfast. You got chicken nuggets. What kind of breakfast does your McDonald's have anyway? Is it the same as us?
I think it's the same breakfast meals, but I actually decided to go with a normal meal instead.
Bennifer.
It's on discount.
Breakfast, McDonald's breakfast is peak, okay?
I know, but this thing is on discount.
Nuggets are a part of a balanced breakfast. Guys, I got the chicken Big Mac the other day. It's just okay. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh.
The reviews were all right. I had to give it a try. It's just fine. Doesn't really taste like anything, and that's the worst part. It doesn't taste like anything. The chicken on is basically just two big chicken nuggets, but it doesn't add any flavor to the burger, so you're not really getting any flavor at all. I don't know. Don't get it.
That's kind of sad, yeah.
Just get a regular Big Mac instead. Yeah, chicken Big Mac.
Oh, I'm gonna go refill my water glass real quick. I'll be back. Are we out of ad break now?
We are, but also I'm just screaming dramatically as you fade into the mist.
I'll go get some water real quick. Just real quick. I'm sorry.
Ben's leaving me alone in Silent Hill! Worse! In Echo! Oh my god! It's like Silent Hill, but there's furries here! God, what a horrible thing. Instead of Pyramid Head, we have... I don't know. Fuck, what are those cheese-headed guys called? What are those personas called? Circles? We have those guys. That's what we have inside of Pyramid Head. Hydrate, Marsha. I've been drinking water this entire time. And I also have some Dr. Peppy here. I was feeling kind of Dr. Peppery. That's not water, though. But I have been drinking water. Ben, come back. I can't improv by myself. I am alone and scared. Oh my gosh. Shaking, crying, throwing up.
I'm back.
Welcome back, Fen. How was the mist?
Can you imagine, like, I just walk into my bathroom, it's like, welcome to Silent Hill, this is Pyramid Head, how may I help you?
Oh my god. We got circles instead of Pyramid Head here. They're the same thing, and they both have triangle heads, right?
I guess, yeah. And then we get into the Metropolis area. It's just protogens instead of circles.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Where have I heard it before? I feel a twinge of worry in my chest that I'm going to be late for my next class. Class? Oh, yeah, school! That's the clock tower that chimes every hour. Freezing cold leaks through my fur and stings at my nose. I bring my hands up to rub at my shoulder, shivering. The ground is covered in snow, even though it never snows here. At least, not this much. Yeah, this is the same school Cam went to. We had a flurry once a few years ago, and even that was a surprise.
I was about to ask, like, who's Cam, and then I realized it's Cameron from Archie's, was it?
Yeah. The crazy fucking fan art Paint Fox made of Cam and Chase walking past each other, because they could have been they could have been in the same school at the same time, blows my fucking mind.
Oh my god, that's wild.
Cam and Dev are my age. And Chase, this takes place in 2014, and Chase is in his second year of college, I believe. So Cam would have probably been getting to college that year, starting that year. So they would have been to college technically maybe 2 years together, and they probably never would have even known. Craziness. We gotta see how you feel about doing arches after Echo. You will cry.
Oh my god. I can already see myself crying.
It's such a good story. Anyway, back to this. We had a flurry once a few years ago, and even that was a surprise. But here it is, piled up on the ground. My mind is still catching up to me, feeling as if I've woken up in a dream.
Fuck. What happened?
We're sending you back to college, Fen.
No!
You're late for math class, Fen.
No!
Carl! I was chasing after Carl on the road. It all comes back to me slowly. I was going after Carl after Jenna tried to. I hear clapping up ahead of me. Head snaps up, looking into the fog and able to see clearly through it.
Hello? Carl?
My voice echoes into the emptiness of the university. Pueblo University. Feels like I haven't been here in months rather than just a week. I rub at my shoulders again before padding up slowly to one of the buildings. The pain in my ankle now is a dull, throbbing feeling, almost like it's dead. That doesn't seem like a good thing, but at least I can walk. It's just that I have a limp, feeling like I'm walking with a giant log instead of a leg. I focus on the building in front of me. I don't remember this one. In fact, I don't really remember any of them. Buildings are different shapes. It's built with the same materials and colors of the buildings at the university. I reach out, grasping at the handle. It's locked. I stare at the door for a while, unsure of what to do. More distant clopping up the sidewalk gets my attention, so I start moving in that direction again.
Carl?
I call out more softly now, because I'm starting to feel afraid of where I am. While I can't see anyone, the fur on my neck is prickling, like I'm somehow extremely vulnerable. I guess the only thing I know for sure about this ordeal is that nothing is as it seems, and for some reason, I don't feel like I'm in a safe place.
You were never there for me.
I jump.
Carl?
The only response is silence. At least, it sounded like. Kind of? It was crackly and muffled, like it was coming through a phone. I start to jog up the sidewalk and notice that I'm stepping through the snow. Like it's not really there either. Oh! I think there's a slur in this.
Uh-oh.
I think a slur's coming up. We're not gonna hurt ya. The voice comes right over my shoulder and I cringe and let out a yelp, stumbling in my run to turn and face whatever just whispered into my ear. I stare at nothing. It had that same crackly, mechanical sound to it. My fur is now standing up all over my body, and I rub up my shoulders again, hugging my chest. A soft sound, maybe a footstep behind me, makes me whirl around in the other direction to find more emptiness. I stifle a whine and start trotting up the sidewalk again. The place is different. Something about this place is dangerous. It's unlike the mansion, or the cabin, or even being next to that hanging guy. Something could hurt me here. I don't know how I know, but I know it.
This is definitely Silent Hill. Carl?
My voice is getting more desperate. I've never felt more alone. Right now, more than anything, I just want to find Carl.
You want me to be there for you?
I jump but keep jogging, basically hopping with the way my leg isn't working at all.
That's funny.
The sidewalk starts to curve and I come up on the school pond. I whisper to myself.
Fuck, where are you?
As I keep walking to the ground. Walking the ground. As I keep walking, the ground no longer feels smooth. I feel like there should be a thing there after walking, but I don't know.
Yeah. At least like a comma.
Instead, I feel little pointed bits of rock sticking into my feet pads, even though they're smooth pavement when I look down at the ground. I pass a little stone bench, one that Carl liked to sit on back when I was at school with me that first semester.
I just can't, man. I wish I could, but every stupid fucking thing I say is so stupid. Trust me, man. It's not.
I lift my hand to my throat, shocked because I definitely didn't say that. My voice is coming through like the others, muffled, distant, from the direction of the bench.
You don't understand. It's like I can't stop going over what I say to people. I just worry about it for days after. Well, just don't. Just forget about it. Hey. Seriously, man. No one cares. Just don't worry about it. Okay? Yeah, okay.
I turn around, moving back the way I came, not wanting to hear those voices coming from the bench. I move back to where I was and look around. The sidewalk branches off in several different directions, and I have no idea which one to take.
You weren't there for me. What?
I stand there for a moment, feeling the panic starting to rise. What's the matter, cunt face? We're not gonna hurt ya. That's not Carl. That's not me. I'm hearing things? I close my eyes, hugging my chest again, stilling my breathing. Softer clopping sounds come from my left. I open my eyes and immediately move in that direction. Hey, we're just playing! I grit my teeth and mumble to myself.
I was a kid. What was I supposed to do?
There's no response as I keep moving. A loud pop makes me jump and cover my head. What the hell was that? Was that a gunshot? I crouch on the sidewalk, looking left and right, but not seeing anyone. Someone shooting at me? It had seemed kind of far away. Whatever it was, just sitting here probably isn't going to help me. I start moving again, a little faster, half bent over. When I left, I see the football stadium, rising up in the fog. I had gone there for a few games, and a dance that they held on the field for homecoming.
Dude, I'm not feeling very good. Wanna go back and play something? Come on, I told you not to be like this. Can't really help it, man. Just tough it out another hour. Ah, man. Back. Alright then. Alright, later.
I keep going, whispering to myself, to Carl.
Is that you, Carl? Can you actually hear me?
No response. Keep going, listening for clops. When I hear them, I follow. After what seems like about 10 minutes, I come up to a smaller building, one that the path leads directly into. I slow my pace as I come up to it, staring at the door. I listen for a little while, but there aren't any pops. I reach out and rest my hand on the handle, then give a slight pull, expecting it to be locked, but it inches open smoothly. Staring for a while longer, I finally pull the door open and find our old dorm room. Like most things in
Oh.
this nightmare, it isn't exactly the same. Actually, it's probably about 3 times longer. Like, it's the interior of a stretched limo or something. And at the very end of it, I see Carl, laid out on one of the beds. It doesn't have a mattress on it, so he's just laying on a flat board. Slowly, I hobble over to him. He's staring up at the ceiling, and I'm kind of surprised to see a slight smile on his face.
Hey, Carl.
Carl looks over at me, surprised.
Whoa. Hey, dude. What's up?
He laughs over the last few words. I stare at him.
What? Are you okay? Actually, yeah, I kind of am. Are you sure?
I move over to the opposite bed. My old bed.
Yeah, for the first time all week, actually.
I push myself up onto the bed, which is off the ground a good 3 feet more than at the university. My feet dangle over the edge.
Sure. Okay. Told you to wait. I just needed a minute.
I frown.
Seriously? You just left me there in a place with smoke monsters.
Carl grimaces.
Yeah, sorry about that. What happened?
I slide around on the bed to face the ram, noticing that while they're tall, they're a lot shorter in length. Short enough that Carl's hooves stick over the edge.
Well, Jenna tried to kill me.
I rub my shoulder, looking away.
Yeah, but you know she's not in her right mind right now. We were talking about how maybe John. Oh, it's definitely John. James tried to do the same thing to me. Yeah, I was gonna ask what it was like.
Carl pokes at the wall above his head, tapping it with his finger.
Well, he basically just told me that I needed to find some stuff out, keep lies from getting out, that he couldn't tell me why. Hmm, I wonder what John's trying to tell Jenna.
Carl shrugs.
I mean, can't be good if he's a serial killer. Yeah.
Another period of silence. I don't mind it. It kind of feels nice. Not at all like outside, where I felt like I was in imminent danger. The only problem right now is that something smells kind of bad. But it's subtle enough that it's not really bothering me.
So, we're at the university, huh? Yep. Wonder why. You hear the voices out there? Yeah.
Things go quiet again, and I wonder what the hell Carl might be thinking. He looks ridiculously peaceful.
Okay. Did you find weed somewhere because you're looking as chill as I've ever seen you? Oh, yeah? Yeah.
Carl scratches his nose.
Well, I guess I just realized some stuff.
I wait, but he doesn't go on.
Like what? Well, Chase, that I don't need you.
I frown.
What?
Carl laughs.
No offense, man, but I realized that I rely on people too much, you know.
I still don't really know.
It Something happened? Yes, I always sort of held it against you. What happened with Clint back in the day? Oh, the fight? Yeah, and also some things at college. Realized that isn't fair.
He pauses, but I don't say anything.
Realized that I'm really responsible for myself in the end. That I need to help myself. That's good.
I can't help but wonder if now is the best time for this epiphany Carl is having, but it explains the setting we're in right now. Did he do this with his own mind? Is everything we've been through the result of our own imaginations? Carl sits up suddenly, rubbing the bed.
And that I'm sick of feeling like I have to do something important. That I need to be important.
He turns on his butt to face me and spreads out his hands.
Because I'm not. Not important at all. I'm a rich ass spoiled little shit, and that's about it. Come on, Carl. No, it's a good thing. I'm happy because I realize I'm okay with that.
Carl smirks at me.
I want to go to college, but I want to get an art degree. Then I just want to get a job I can halfway stand and play games in my free time.
He stares at me and I stare back.
Okay.
Carl laughs again.
I know this sounds stupid, but realizing this just feels good to feel comfortable in my own skin. I've been comfortable for so fucking long. Oh, that's good.
I try to smile for the ram.
But I mean, we need to get out of here if you're gonna do anything. Yeah, it's weird that I'm feeling this way right now. But what isn't weird here?
Carl reaches out to the wall again, feeling it carefully.
Anyway, when I said I didn't need you, it sounded fuck up. I still love you, man. Yeah, I love you too. But I needed to say it out loud, I guess. I don't need anyone to make me feel okay. I just need to be okay with myself. And I guess I am.
I give Carl a weak smile, not sure of what else to say.
Sounds cliche, huh? But it's true. I mean, just happy that you're okay. You ran away so suddenly. I had another panic attack, almost as bad as the one I had there.
Carl points over to the opposite end of the room, at a desk.
Came back from that stupid dance and had a bunch of homework to do for that computer programming class my dad made me take. I don't know. Having that bad experience at the dance and trying to figure out programming, I didn't fucking understand. Something cracked.
Carl looks over at me.
When I got back home, things were worse than they've ever been. And one time I dropped acid and I thought I killed you.
I make a face, but Carl waves his hand.
Long story, but then I thought that was a sign that maybe you were the one that was holding me together all that time. Carl, I had no idea. Yeah, how are you supposed to know? I didn't say anything. And when you come back to Echo, I thought maybe I could pull myself together while you're with you there.
Carl grins.
Then, after this hellscape thing, and Jenna, just got fed up with it, I guess.
Carl shrugs.
I don't know. I cracked again. But it's like I cracked back in place. Just feel okay now. That we're gonna get through this.
Finally, kind of chuckle too.
I'm happy for you. I really am. Just wish we could actually get back to Echo so you can feel better there.
Carl taps his teeth loudly with his fingers and looks at me.
Dude, I think we are. Hmm?
I look at him quizzically. Carl runs a hand over the bed again.
Just realized something. Looking at this place. Can you see it?
I furrow my brows.
See what? This place seem familiar at all? Because now I'm seeing something completely different.
I squint.
No, looks like the dorm. Just a super long version of it.
Carl smiles.
Ah, man. In the diner. What?
But I can't go on because as soon as I see the shape of the diner, the dorm room melts away like a mirage. I'm on a
Oh.
table, and Carl sits across from me on the opposite table.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Carl's smile stretches into a grin.
I guess we see the truth now. What does that mean?
They were in
So
the diner.
we've we've been here the whole time.
I gasp heavily, leaning on Carl as we make our way up the road toward the mansion. We were in Echo the entire time, then.
Aww! How does that work? What? Excuse me?
Yeah, we were.
I'm actually legit confused.
It was all a mirage.
No fucking way. And then people in Echo just kind of sees us crazily going places and stuff like that.
Well, you'll see. You'll see.
Okay.
I gasp heavily, leaning on Carl as we make our way up the road toward the mansion.
Looks that way. I think it all happened in my house.
I look around me in the darkness of the night. While the surreal feeling of dreaming is gone, I still feel like I'm in some kind of nightmare. Carl tried his phone the second we realized we were back, but it was dead. Here outside, no one is around, though we did see a few bodies in the middle of the road.
Huh. Huh. Just casually mentioning there's bodies on the road. Like, what? What the hell is happening? I think everyone's gone crazy.
Carl seems to be mostly talking to himself. Ah!
Aw, that's cute.
There we go. I remember seeing Janice running through the street just before everything went to shit, and I'm inclined to think he's right.
Should we maybe go to Leo's place instead? I I don't know. I don't want to find Raven and Jenna. Break them out of this shit first. I mean, she still got that knife. Maybe she's calmed down, and we can tell them and snap them out of it. Well, I think the others would come and find us or something. The fact that they haven't.
Carl grunts in acknowledgement, but I don't say anything more. Meanwhile, the mansion looms ominously in front of us, and there's no sign of Raven or Jenna in front. There's the tree where we saw the body hanging, thankfully. I vaguely wonder if the newspaper clipping the corpse site is still there somehow. As Carl half drags me to the driveway, he hesitates.
Listen, Maybe you should wait out here. Uh, I'll wake the others up. And I'll grab the keys and we can drive out to Peyton. Get away from all this.
I laugh despite myself.
Yeah, right. After everything we've been through. Besides, I saved your ass when John went after you. I might have to do it again.
Carl smirks.
Yeah, alright. But if he comes at us, I want you getting the hell out of here. Get into your car and get to Peyton. In hindsight, maybe we should have gotten my car from the motel and left it that way instead.
Carl shrugs.
I would have come either way. Oh, I would have come here anyway. I'm more worried about Raven right now.
We're on the steps now, and Carl listens intently, long ears poking up. Dead silent. My heart rate starts to pick up as Carl reaches for the door, imagining John, running out of the darkness, knife in hand. Very slowly, Carl twists the knob and pushes. Thanks to the well-timed, well-oiled hinges, it makes hardly a sound as it slowly swings. We're met with darkness, aside from a few LEDs from the TV set. Carl leans closely to my ear.
At least the power's still on. Let's try the landline first.
I nod as Carl and I step over the foundation and into the house. I'm happy to see that Carl's kitchen looks just like Carl's kitchen. Despite the terrifying atmosphere, there's a relief that comes with knowing that we've broken free of the nightmare, whatever that was. Just then, a distant soft pop echoes from the town. We both look for a moment, and I remember the sound I heard while running through Pueblo. Had someone shot at me? I don't have long to dwell on that as Carl tugs me into the kitchen, purposely leaving the door open behind us. Probably more worried about what might be in the house rather than what's far away in the town. The ram echoes, reaches for the light switch, then thinks better of it. He leaves me to lean against the counter before moving to the phone. I look around, noticing that the table is set with a few plates with what looks like squares of drywall on them. In fact, the whole table is covered in dust that probably came from the crawl space. I frown at that before noticing the clear cup on the counter full of some kind of yellow liquid. At the same time, I see a piece of paper lying next to me, standing out on the spotless counter. I reach out, pressing a hand over it and feeling the smooth piece of paper, its size and shape familiar. Get up, looking for a light source, before seeing the fridge and hobbling over to it.
Line's dead. What are you doing, dude?
I open the fridge, letting the dim yellow light spill out. I hold up the paper, which seems to be a copy of a newspaper clipping.
This is the photocopy from the cabin.
I whisper loudly.
Meseta boy missing. Native settler. Tensions rise. Fifth native boy goes missing in 2 years. Native chief says disappearances did not happen until settlers arrived. James Hendricks has been confined in the county jail pending further evidence.
I look up at Carl.
Wait, so was it James that was kidnapping children?
Carl shrugs at me.
I really don't know, man. I don't really think it matters right now.
He did have a point considering we weren't trapped in the nightmare anymore. Though I still feel like something is missing.
Yeah, you're right.
I fold up and shove the paper into my pocket anyway.
So the phone's dead. Think we should just grab the keys and...
Carl's ears perk up. I'd do the same with mine if I could.
Hear that? Oh.
Carl moves to the stairs.
Stay here. I'll be right back.
I shout, whisper.
What? Be right back. I think I hear Raven.
I bite my lip. This is This new boost of confidence Carl's gotten is great and all, but his hero complex is about to get him killed. I follow the ram to the top of the stairs, watching him about to start downwards before jabbing him in the back with my knuckles. I look back into the almost as dark kitchen before making up my mind and hopping down the stairs after the ram. He jumps.
Holy shit, you scared the hell out of me.
Carl also shout whispered.
Well, fuck you for thinking of leaving me up here. I told you outside, we're sticking together. Okay. Just hold on to my shirt. Or something. Okay.
With that, Carl starts making his way down the stairs, with me limping behind. Slowly but surely, I start to hear something too. Muffled and quiet. Sounds very much like a voice. The voice is calm and reasonable, and I'm pretty sure it's Raven's. Carl stops next to a door on our left, where the voice seems to be coming from.
Wait, maybe I should open it? If Jenna's in there, it's not like she's going after me, right?
Carl seems to hesitate in the darkness.
I don't know, man. Don't worry, you'll be right next to me, right?
There's a moment of silence before Carl shifts next to me to the side of the door.
Alright, but get behind me if she goes after you.
I nod as well, even if he can't see me. I take a breath, feeling myself for what might be behind the door. Slowly, I push it open. It's also dark in this room. The weight room, I realize. The talking stops immediately before it turns into a whine. Oh my god! The door opened by itself! This is insane! I feel for the light switch next to the door and flip it on. There's Raven, tied up to a weight machine, with what looks like several pieces of clothing. With a few pieces of paper sitting in his lap and on the ground. The husky is staring right at me, but there's no sign of recognition in his face. No sign of Jenna either. Thank God.
Thank God that bitch is not here. The crazy bitch with the knife. Raven?
Oh God! It knows my name! Raven starts writhing around in his bonds. Mr. Ghost Thing, what do you want? Do you want money? Honestly, I don't have much money at all. I work at the mall. Carl pokes his head into.
Hey, Raven, can you hear me?
Raven keeps babbling on about his job. Carl frowns and shifts past me into the room. I stand in the doorway looking back into the hall, but only seeing the darkness. Raven's still chattering when Carl reaches out, resting a hand on his shoulder. The shriek that Raven lets out makes my fur stand on end. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, no, 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 no! Carl presses a hand into the husky's mouth, muffling his nose just a bit, but that's when Raven's eyes widen. Oh! Whoa! Whoa! Hey, Carl! He stares around, wide-eyed. Whoa! Where am I?
My house. My weight room. You okay?
The husky looks at Carl again. What? How? Carl shrugs.
We have no idea.
I'll look back into the hallway to make sure Jenna isn't coming after all that shrieking. Then look back at the other two.
So, it's that easy? We just had to touch him?
Carl turns to me.
I guess. It's like, it really is just a dream or something.
Oh, hey, Chase! Raven is craning his head around Carl now.
Hey, Raven.
Raven stares at the ram again. Whoa, you know, just a second ago I was in a really fancy-looking bedroom. It had a bed with curtains on it and stuff.
Raven, how'd you get tied up?
Oh, Jenna, of course. Actually, she calmed down a bit and I brought her into the house. But then she punched me. Carl sets into untying the husky while Raven rubs the back of his head against the weight machine. And I fell on the stairs and she dragged me into this room and tied me up. Raven smiles sheepishly. Honestly, I could have fought her off. Facing a
No,
tiny
you can't.
but facing a tiny, maybe a serial killer girl with a knife is kinda scary. So I just did what she told me.
That's okay. Do you know where she is now?
I glance back into the hallway. Still nothing. No, she went back out. She did come back with like 10 minutes ago, though, and shoved these papers into my face. Raven points at the papers in his lap and on the ground with a free hand. Carl gets started untying the binds around his legs. Said something about these being the real letters, the truth, or whatever. I limp into the room, partially because I don't want to get caught by Jenna if she suddenly comes in, and also because I want to look at the two letters. They're short, one of them but a paragraph, the other is only a few words. Because it's second nature now, I pick up the longer one and read aloud.
I don't know what to say after finding your dungeon. No, there are no other words for it, James. It is a dungeon. And after finding the boy's body, finding out what you'd done to it, there truly are no words, James. I only know now why you were never satisfied with me. All of your sweet words have turned to poison. I'm leaving you to the law, leaving this wretched town behind. I only hope that God has no mercy on your soul.
I pick up the other letter, placing it over the first.
You are disgusting.
I don't have James's letter, so I have no idea what John was responding to. I also don't know who to believe anymore. John or James, or even the thing they were talking about. Or even the thing they were talking about could alter the notes left around in that dreamscape. No way I can even begin to piece together who was manipulating what. Maybe because I'm in the real world now, and this is certainly real. This could actually be the truth. I also noticed the collection of dust on these photocopy pages. Taken from the scrapbook and stashed somewhere. Probably in the crawl space, considering the state they're in. Is Jenna in the crawl space right now, searching for letters? Raven finally pulls his feet out of the ropes, rubbing his arms. He nods at me. Said she wrote that one in jail after James had written to him? Gotta say, there's that whole knife thing. She doesn't seem to know who she is. I fold up the letters, putting them in my pocket with the news article. I mean, she keeps on going on about James and the letters.
Did she say anything else about the letters?
Raven frowns, looking at the ceiling. She said something about not being able to finish the game because one of them burned and the other got, eaten. I put a hand on my pocket.
Well, I found the one that burned on the counter upstairs. I don't think it burned. We just saw it burn.
I think the tree outside in front of the house. Carl shakes his head.
Doesn't really matter now that we're free of this shit. Let's find the keys and get the hell out.
Carl starts on the last restraints around Raven's ankles. I get up and limp to the doorway again, looking out toward the crawl space. That moment, I hear a whisper of movement down the hall. I limp out a bit more, watching as two tall ears slowly materialize out of the darkness. For a moment, I see a young male fox in overalls in front of me. But the imagery dissolves as Jenna is slowly lit up by the light coming from the weight room. She's covered in the dust from the crawl space. I'm startled, but not scared because she can't see me. At least, she shouldn't be able to see me. But her piercing eyes are right on me. She can see me. Maybe it's the fact that it's not Jenna at all. Maybe it's because she's completely possessed and it's John looking through her eyes. Whatever it is. She can see me, that's clear. She immediately raises the knife and bares her teeth at me. I don't want the others getting caught up by her, especially with Raven tied up like that. I need to give Carl or I a chance to attack from behind, depending on if she goes for me or takes a turn into the weight room.
She's coming!
I back out into the hall, away from Jenna, hoping to give one of us the advantage. But she's coming so fast.
Hutter, you're not it with James, huh?
Her voice is rough and deep, unlike anything I'd heard from Jenna before. I realize that there's no waking Jenna up from this. It's not Jenna anymore. And John sure as hell isn't waking up. John lunges and I turn and run. The fox doesn't even give me a chance into the weight room as she comes for me. I limp and leap through the darkness, left hand stretched out, desperately feeling for the end of the wall that will signify the stairs. I hear the fox breathing behind me, bumping into the walls. Finally, my hand falls through nothing and I turn sharply and run up the stairs. As I stumble upwards, I start to wonder what the hell I'm going to do. Well, I could try and go for the bathroom, lock the door. That doesn't exactly help out Carl. I can't stop thinking about the newspaper clipping that John's hanging corpse ate. Get that. Get all the pieces that it wants us to get. Then maybe I can end whatever this is. My thoughts are interrupted by something cold. As something cold goes down my back, followed by an even colder pain just to the right of my spine. I gasp as if I've fallen into water, but continue upwards. I can hear Carl shouting too at the base of the stairs. There's too much distance between me and him for the ram to be any help. As I reach to the top of the stairs, there's a loud thwack. Thwack sound to the left of my head just as I stumble into the kitchen. I quickly glance over my shoulder and see John yanking the knife from the wall. Almost sobbing now, I jump limp my way to the front door, hearing John scream curses at me from behind. Well, I want Carl's help right now. I also don't want him to catch up. I don't want John turning on him. I struggle with the door for a moment, for some reason, trying to push it rather than pull. It's only a few seconds, but enough for John to gain on me, swinging with the knife again as I open the door. I scream and duck, hearing the metal clang against the door hinges. I lunge forward, out the door and into the cool of the early morning. Didn't they leave the door open?
I think so?
The sky is
The ghost shut the door.
You want me to ruin this real fast?
Yeah, sure.
Look at the sky and look at the hastily made in an art program night sky.
They took the circle brush and then just
I love it. I love it so much. It's great. Perfect. Mwah, passion, art, cinema. It's cinema.
certified eco product.
The sky is a soft blue as dawn breaks. I limp as fast as I can down the steps, down the driveway, towards the slope, past the road, but John catches me again as I'm on the road. This time he grabs my shirt, holding on to me. I turn, face him as he draws the knife back from the swing, but at that moment we go over the slope. Even in my adrenaline-fueled state, the fall is painful, and each time I roll, I can feel the stab of rock sticking into my skin. The final bounce is punctuated with a blinding pain in my forehead as it collides with a small boulder. I shakily get to my feet, looking left and right for the tree, panicking till I realize it's right in front of me. I stumble right into it, clinging to it. I scan the dirt, but there's nothing, no paper at all. Jenna's getting up, just 5 feet away. I can see blood oozing through several scratches on her. His body. The knife is still in his hand, and he zeroes in on me again. I cower and move behind the tree, my plan ruined. And that's when my face comes level with a hollow in the tree. Automatically, I reach in, feeling around, feeling mostly spiderwebs and twigs before Carl appears at the top of the slope.
Hey! Hey! Stop!
John whirls around, knife raises, he immediately moves in the other direction. You! My hand finds the corner of the piece of paper, and I pull out the newspaper clipping. I scan over it. It's another quote from Carl's mother. I begin to read, my voice cracking as I managed a shout.
But I was able to open the lockbox kept by James himself. It was full of jail letters between him and John.
John freezes in his steps, knife still raised, looking up at Carl.
I don't want to sully the Hendricks name, but if what John said is true, James framed him of the most heinous crime in Echo's history.
In the meantime, Carl stumbles down the slope, moving carefully around the fox to stand next to me. I reach into my pocket and pull out the other pieces of paper. I hold them up.
John, we know the truth. I'm going to tell everyone in my documentary, okay? I'm a journalist, a reporter. We see the truth.
John turns towards me, knife slowly lowering, and just like that, not John anymore. It's Jenna. The knife clatters to the rocks. Carl reaches out to hold me, and I collapse against him, everything numb. Jenna's hands go to her mouth, staring at the knife, staring at me and Carl, before she screams. In the distance, I can hear sirens.
Yo. That was wild.
Is history subjective in nature? The story of John and James sure seems to be. All we have are a few written letters, and from these we must try to draw some sort of conclusion. In the end, it can't really be said what exactly happened 150 years ago. Instead, we can only provide the facts. Several native children went missing. James was accused of the crime before claiming that his secret lover, John, was the culprit. In his jail letters, Jonathan claims that he was framed by James. Because of the vigilante justice dealt by the town, John never had a trial, and no record of evidence collected existed. James, because of his influence, was allowed to leave and live hundreds of miles away on the West Coast, where he eventually died. He never wrote of the incident again. Many believe that, as journalists, we're supposed to be unbiased and only state facts. That's not exactly true, as long as it's clear that we're stating an opinion. So I'd like to do that now. It's my opinion that John is innocent. We should be presumed innocent until proven guilty, after all. And Jonathan has never had that chance. According to the accounts written by other townspeople, James was a deceitful and emotionally manipulative man. There are many accounts of his prejudice against the native people. In the end, the records that exist of John give us no reason to disbelieve him, whilst James has given us every reason to doubt him. But because time is evidence's worst enemy, it has been 150 years. The definitive answer will likely never be known. Like much of Echo, the story is lost to time. I'm Chase Hunter at Pueblo University, and this has been a special report on the town of Echo. I look at the report again, eyes stinging from staring at the monitor for too long. I'm a terrible writer, and the words of the script seem so clumsy. I shrug and decide I'll have tomorrow to polish it up a bit. It's weird. Writing the last word to a script I started almost 1.5 years ago. It's changed a lot since then. Moving from a focus on hysteria to an old mansion mystery. My mind wanders back to that spring break in Echo. I still shake my head when I think about it. How it completely shattered my view on reality. My view on life. Of course, I couldn't come back to school right afterwards. I hadn't finished my project after all. Actually, I needed therapy. We all did. Except Carl. He seemed to have come out of it better than he had going into it somehow. Everyone handles trauma differently, Jenna would say. In fact, she has a lot of things to say about what happened. Well, she didn't come out quite as unscathed as Carl. He's still tougher than me. and actually went right back to school that summer. Now, she's at Weston, and a lot of her research is focused on, folie à deux? Or shared psychosis. Because of how everything went down, the things we felt, and what we saw, Jenna's convinced that that's what took place. She brought up the way we primed each other to hear and see things. The way the things we saw didn't seem to have any rhyme or reason for what they were. While I do believe a lot of what we saw came from ourselves, I'm not fully convinced that explains all of it. Mainly because the rest of the townspeople went through their own nightmare that night. I still can't believe the things Leo and TJ went through. Still, I'm glad she can find a way to explain it to herself. She told me over the phone just last week that she hasn't forgiven herself, that she should have been stronger than that. I have told her over and over it's not her fault. But I guess after coming to with a knife in her hand and her friend stabbed, it left an impression. I rest my hand on the thick scar through my shirt that runs all the way down my back and wiggle the ankle that causes me a permanent limp. Still, this whole incident, it actually brought us closer. At least, Jenna, Carl, and I. Hell, even Raven. It's still painful to think about how Flynn, Leo, and TJ, or TJ, aren't really talking anymore. I guess it's the fact that we went through completely different things during the incident. And of course, we told the police that it was someone else that had stabbed me while the town descended into madness. Echo. A name now famous worldwide after the mass hysteria incident that truly brought a dying town to its ultimate end. At least, in terms of being a failed town. While no one really lives there now, it's certainly become a tourist attraction. Countless news reporters, TV shows, and paranormal investigators descend on the area. Especially once the news story changed from spree killing leave 9 dead to whole town went nuts. Luckily, not a whole lot of focus fell on us since we weren't exactly living in Echo anymore. We just got into the ambulance and left. Carl, on the other hand, along with the rest of his family, are still harassed by the media. Carl's mom, Trisha, is a pro at handling the media, though. I still wonder about what exactly it was that stopped her from publishing her findings. I'll have to ask her sometime, considering I'm practically family now due to how much I visit Carl. In the end, the relationship that I had with Carl in the dreamscape didn't exactly survive in the real world.
Oh,
Carl told me that he didn't know where he ended and James began, even when he rejected James's influence. Couldn't really trust anything that happened there. But still, he's my best friend, and I plan to spend the summer over at his house when I start my next project on Echo. Yeah, I realize that there are a lot more stories to cover over there, and I plan to uncover them. It's almost healing going back now without any fear. My own little therapy. Yes, I always end up back there, eventually. The sounds of clops to my right makes me look up, just as a bulky ram fills the frame of the doorway. Carl leans against it, rolling his eyes.
dude, told me you were gonna work on that tomorrow.
I smile and rest my chin on my palm.
Just giving it a quick once-over before we film. Yeah, sure. Anyway, I'm going for some pizza. You coming?
I'm not really hungry, but taking my mind off Echo for just a little bit sounds good. Carl always cheered me up anyway. I nod over the corner of our dorm room before Carl's papier-mâché sculpture of a tortured-looking bird sits.
Don't you have to finish that thing by tomorrow?
Carl shrugs.
I got like 3 energy drinks in my fridge. I'll be good. Come on, let's get going. I want to meet Caitlin there too.
I get up slowly, stretching out my back.
Oh, I see. So I'm just your wingman.
Carl smirks.
Not like that, dude. I just like hanging out with her. But let's go.
Carl hangs on the frame, starting to swing himself into the hall.
Hey, Carl.
Carl rebounds back into the room, leaning in towards me.
Yo. Thanks for being my friend.
I don't know if it was all the reminiscing about what happened that spring before last, or if I'm still not over what happened. But Carl seems to understand. He smiles and reaches out a big hand toward me, which I grasp.
Of course, man. And if you need to talk or something, I'm here. Wanna talk right now?
I shake my head quickly.
Nah, I'm good. Just wanted to say it.
Carl smiles.
Oh, thanks for saying it. Now let's go.
Carl again swings on the frame out into the hall. There's some loud clapping before I hear him shouting at someone and giving them what sounds like a high five. I smile to myself as I look at the document on the screen one last time, before closing the laptop and following Carl out into the hallway.
I think I know why people hated this route now.
So,
I'm
Fen,
so sad.
you got the good ending. There was a bad ending.
I'm assuming the bad ending is where we let James possess Carl.
Yes.
Oh.
I've never gotten the bad ending, so I don't fully know what happens.
Hmm.
But I've heard it involves ghost blowjob and then getting slaughtered.
Oh god.
So
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm so glad you didn't get that. I feel like you would have been scarred.
I'll take the friend zone over ghost blowjob and slaughter.
You got your second ending, though.
Oh my god. Oh, that ending where I died.
Well,
oh my god.
This is your second route finished. Are you ready for
yeah.
the longest route next?
We're doing... Is it Flynn?
Yeah.
Okay.
You ready? Well,
Sounds
okay.
good to me.
We won't be doing it next week. I want to start next week, but we can't do it next week. Unfortunately, my job has scheduled me, and I will be starting really late, and we're not starting at 8 at night and going until like 11. I don't want to do that.
That's fair.
So we're gonna take a break. We're gonna take a break next week and come back. Wait, that leaves us coming back right before Halloween.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Spooky.
Spooky. And then the next one will be right after Halloween.
Aww.
Flynn's route is one of my favorites, honestly.
I'm still so sad I got friend zoned by Carl because he was possessed during the time we made out.
So, overall feeling of the route?
I think that's the only complaints I would have, because like I was expecting Carl's and Chase's relationship to develop somewhere in there.
Well,
but I guess not.
He also literally told Chase, I don't need you, really. You know? I'm happy with how I am myself.
Yeah, like...
So I was like, oh, this isn't gonna last. You got friend zoned, Fen.
I hate that I got friend zoned and the credits are showing pictures of like, oh, look at that belly.
Oh
Oh,
my
we're like
god.
cuddling in the fucking room. God damn it.
Oh my
Mhm.
gosh. Well, we got some
I
decompression time. You want to just talk
I
about
would
the
I
route?
would I would say though, I really like how Chase's report ties into the origins of Echoes in this way.
Mm.
It works out.
It, yeah. Honestly, that's one of the more better feeling endings of this whole VN.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, Chase and Carl are in a good place. Jenna, she's coping in her own ways. Raven, well, he's there. Um, the only thing that sucks is they're not closer with their other friend.
Yeah.
We don't even
It's
know
like
what the others went through.
they got their character growth in like every one of them that's involved in the route at least.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Fucking VN. Maybe we can slowly lift the curse that's on us as we go through these these routes.
We were meant to find the truth, and that will lift the curse that's been haunting us.
Yeah, Carl's route arc in this was great. It kind of stalled a little bit in the middle when all the spooky shit started happening, though.
Yeah. I do like the dynamic that's going through the entire thing. It's just at the end where it's like Carl's being like, oh no, it didn't happen. We were in ghost spooky dimension. I'm like, oh fuck you.
Mm-hmm. I thought TJ's was the first route done.
Not sure too.
I don't.
Actually.
I haven't finished the document, so I don't know actually. I always thought it was TJ's. TJ's is like shortest, I think. I know TJ's was the first started. That got the first update.
Huh.
But yeah, it's but yeah. Oh, Echo. So that is Carl's route, I think, is considered one of the weaker ones. Like you said, a lot of people are like, don't go back to Carl's.
I think it's mainly that you don't like for TJ you actually had like a different dynamic with TJ after, but it's like it's still a closer dynamic. But for Carl it's just like, oh, that shit didn't happen. We're friends. It kind of it kind of does like devalue what has happened the entire route a little bit.
It's
I
also,
would say,
I just think story content wise, TJ's focuses on the main plot that the characters go through in the prologue. Because the prologue starts with Flynn being like, what the fuck happened to Sydney?
Yeah.
Carl's route doesn't touch on that.
Yeah. Like ever.
Like, they go back to the lake, but it doesn't really touch on that. It's more about the backstory of the town and Carl's ancestors. But,
you know what this is, the feeling? It feels like Beastar season 1 where they got someone who got murdered and then the entire season is just about Legoshi and Haru, not the murder. And then the second season they were like, oh, let's get back to the murder stuff.
Oh yeah, there was a murder. Yeah, we gotta go back to that.
Yeah. It does give that feeling a little bit. I don't know. I do enjoy the dynamic between John and James and all that shit. I
Mhm.
like it. It's
I
just more of not getting the resolve that I was expecting.
mhm. I think it's probably best for Chase and Carl to just be friends. I'm gonna be honest. I really do think it's best for them as characters.
I mean, you're right. Like, I do think. As much as I would like to date Carl, it's kind of more like this works better as a whole.
I I don't think Chase. I don't think Chase and Carl are good for each other. I'm gonna be honest. Um,
Yeah.
especially Carl realizing he's kind of what's that word? He's attached. He was attached to Chase in a very unhealthy way,
Yeah.
and I think that attachment going in, having that unhealthy attachment, feeling like Chase was the only thing keeping himself together, and then going into a relationship with that's gonna lead to some very unhealthy codependency from Carl.
Yeah. That's a big red flag right there.
And Carl realizing, oh, I'm a little too attached. This isn't healthy. And then realizing, I don't know if I was myself during this whole thing. Let's take a step back. And then just realizing we're better as friends is probably the best for them. Also, they're queer. We all know they're probably still cuddling.
We're not bound by society's rules. We're gonna be cuddling, and that means we can be friends.
Let me. And also, Fen. Let me. Here you go. Now that we're done with Carl's route, I don't know if there's any spoilers in the comments of this piece. I can now send you all of the Chase Carl fan art.
Yeah. Oh.
Here you go.
It's gonna be so.
Lots of beanbag gaming pics.
It's gonna be so sad now looking at this, be like, oh, they're friends.
Which routes are you still missing? We've only done Carl's and TJ's. We've only done Carl's and TJ's. We're going Flynn next, then Leo, and then Jenna. Gotta get the two big boys. Oh my god, I'm not ready for Flynn's route. I'm not. I am all the ready, but I am not ready.
Is it the emotional damage, or is it that you're gonna be shouting every lines on Flynn?
That is a big one. But also the emotional damage. It's gonna be a lot. And there's probably gonna be some censoring I'm gonna have to do on screen too. And there are some decisions that I am going to take control. Mostly for Twitch reasons. It's Flynn's is the route with the most sex. So if there's a sex scene we can skip, we're going to skip it. Sorry for that.
Okay.
Ben, I'm sorry.
It's
we're skirting the line already with Twitch.
It's fine. I get it.
It's just what you gotta do. I'm sorry.
I'll look it up somewhere else after.
Okay. Well, thank you all for joining us today.
Thank you for having me on this route. It was fun.
Of course, then.
Hey.
We're not done with you and our VN hell yet. Also, since
I'm ready. Woo!
this game has a fucking sequel.
2 sequels. Well, we're only speaking of 1, actually.
We might read a little bit of. There's a little thing I like to do. I did this with since Jenna's Route is the last one we're gonna read. I did this thing with Starkey that was pretty cool, I think. So what we did was we read the intro to Smoke Room. Okay, just the intro, since the intro is something that like answers some questions for Echo. Then we read Route 65, which is the prequel to Echo. You might think Smoke Room's the prequel, but there's another prequel to Echo that takes place like while they're in high school, while the kids are in high school.
Okay.
And then we read Janet's Route. So it's like all of this stuff that like is like, okay, this is like actually all of the stuff that we're missing out on because it's inside media. But now they've added short stories that also answer even more stuff that happened before the fucking game starts. All these short stories were Patreon exclusive before, but they added them in the game and they coded them in, and I actually haven't read them all.
Oh.
So some of this stuff is new to me. I left some of them unread because I wanted... It's that feeling of like, I haven't read the story yet. There's a little bit of it out there for me still to read. There's still things I haven't experienced with, and it's like, should we read those short stories and get like all of the answers? Like that could be cool. That could be cool. Literally, it's like, okay, this is the entire fucking story. Oh shit, now we have context for everything that happens.
Yeah,
direct prequel. And even Route 65 has different routes you can do. It's silly. But yeah. Okay. So, again, thank you all for joining. This has been a wonderful time. We're going to be taking a break from Echo next week, but we will be back the 25th. Actually, no, the 26th. But the 25th, we're going to be doing something special, though. That's my debut anniversary. The 25th of October is when we debuted Marsh 2.0. And I'm hoping to have some stuff to show and tease and give you guys. So, hell yeah. Okay. Well, we're gonna find someone to raid. Is Where Whiskey drawing someone pregnant?
That sounds wild.
I just see Where Whiskey's screen and it's a big belly, but they have their hand resting on it, like, you know, like you do when you like the pregnant people cradle the belly. So I'm like
what the baby's kicking. I think it's better you rate him because I'm gonna need like a break before I start mine too.
Well, whatever it is, we're rating Where Whiskey. Okay. Let's raid Where Whiskey. And I will see you all next time. Have an amazing night, everyone. Thank you for being here. You all are amazing. Good night.
Good night.